Hello and welcome to episode 70 of Let's Play Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood. So, in this episode we will continue with the talks with Garlemald and exchange some prisoners of war. So let's talk to Kanken. Kanken Guardsman here. See if he will let us in. I see my letters reached you across the Ruby Sea. Thank you for coming so swiftly. But I wrote at some length on the subject of the forthcoming exchange. There was one other matter I neglected to mention. It concerns Gosetsu. As you may have observed, he returned from his ordeal rather the worse for wear. And despite his best efforts to conceal his condition, or perhaps because of them, he recently collapsed. Good gods! Is he alright? Confined to bed and grumbling without cease, but he has shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you, lest you worry unduly, which was all very well when you weren't here. Now that you are, however, I think it high time he received some visitors. Might you spare him a moment? Yotsuyu has scarce left his side, and I imagine you are curious to see what has become of her as well. Yeah, I remember this. We will visit him at once. Joffrey, Alice, shall we? Yes, we shall. Because I want to see this again.
Open wide now.
Please to you. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself.
Oh.
I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
A persimmon.
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
If you guys did not laugh at that out loud, I don't know what's wrong with you, but that's just hilarious.
Confined to... a gross exaggeration. A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Take off your clothes.
Hey.
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
My lady, I assure you this is not.
Off with them. We need to wash you. You stink. What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
Some
A
of them-
life of battle will leave its mark upon a man.
and some of them are actually from her.
Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But leave me be, woman! I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
Oh boy. Yeah. They make a convincing pair, do they not? On first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire and her model grandchild. Actually, I have to agree. Indeed. Had someone told me a year ago that I would live to bear witness to such a scene, I would have declared them mad. That aside, I am relieved to see Gosetsu has lost none of his spirit. But what a turn of events! I mean, for her to suddenly be watching over him. You couldn't make it up. Although I suppose Gosetsu is an old man. With the way he charges through life, it can be easy to forget. Hey, he has resisted the decrepitude with the same defiance as he shows the enemies of Doma. But no matter how adamant his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limit of endurance too many times. Even if his health returns, the fact remains, he will never again be the warrior he once was. He has given his all for liege and land, and we will ask no more. And what of his nurse? If Yotsuyu is feigning that, well, she certainly has me fooled. This is no pretense. Yugiri, out of all of us, I would think you the hardest to convince. So what makes you so sure? I have been spying on Yotsuyu from the shadows, waiting for the misstep. Waiting for the misstep that would betray her charade for what it was. But her mask has never slipped. Not once. She has remained in character from the first. One evening, I watched her as she sat in her chamber, unguarded, and alone. She had taken the dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner right there on the tatami. A child's game. Even the veriest shinobi would not go such lengths. I can but conclude that her mind is truly broken. Well, that's good enough for me. And everyone else, I would hazard. Aye, the matter is settled. Yotsuyo will become Tsuyu and begin a new life here in Doma. Before that can happen, however, we will need to present her to the ambassador one last time to prove that her memory is truly gone. But I would not risk parading her in front of our returning conscripts. Her presence at the exchange would only stir up mutinous thoughts. Understandably, she as good as fastened the chains around their necks. Aye. Which is why I mean to conclude business with Tsuyu. First, out of the sight of my countrymen. Will you help me? We are at your service. There is no higher purpose than the pursuit of peace. My thanks. The golems are on their way, and we must prepare to welcome the ambassador. We will meet you at the docks with Tsuyu. Shall we wait here then? Lord Hien should not be long. Alright. Not 100% sure, but this might be actually the last episode. I'm not 100% sure. My friends, have you seen Tsuyu? She is nowhere to be found. What? But the galleons will be landing in a matter of moments. If she fled, could it mean her memory have returned? I know not. Yukiri is scurrying the streets as we speak, but it is possible Tsuyu has left the enclave altogether. Enclave. That can't speak properly. Captain, a word. Did you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? A fair-skinned woman, my lord? I do not rightly know. I think, yes, my lord. Now that you mention it, there was a lady among the passengers who I do not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden by the brim of her hat, but I remembered taking her hand to help her onto the boat. White as new fallen snow it was. Was she someone important, my lord? Have I done something wrong? Wrong? No! No, I was merely hoping to catch our guest before she departed. Be at ease, Captain. It would seem that Tsuyu has crossed over across the river. Come and help me. No good can come of this. Let's see here. So, let's grab the casting like that, because I am actually leveling a caster 2 on this guy. And I just got the... Let's see here. What's her name? Blackman Summoner. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Armor. 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 There's all this in my armor chest. Yeah. It seems Tsuyu has gone unrecognized thus far, but come and help us if someone catches a clear view of her face. I must find her before that happens. The responsibility for her disappearance, for all of this, lies with me. But I would ask for your aid nonetheless. We are at your service, Lord Hien. Now as before. Let us make the crossing and begin our search. You go on ahead. Someone should let Yugiri know what we've learned. I'll join you on the other side. We have no way of knowing where Tsuyu is headed, so we had best divide our forces. I will take Kusakari and its surroundings. Alphanod, if you would take the road to the Castrum. Joffrey, forgive me, but could I ask you to interrogate residents of Yusuka Manor? One of the Namasu may well have seen our quarry. If everyone is in agreement, let us board the skiff and hope the Kami smiles upon our efforts. Oh, I actually got teleported over here. Welcome to Yusuka Manor. Yes, yes. If there is anything you care to know, you need only... Huh? A pale-skinned woman? I have seen no such a traveler. I'm sorry to say. Most sorry. Scaly-skinned Namasu, on the other hand, we have in abundance. Unusually pale-skinned? Yes. I saw this woman on the way back from my fishing trip. She had just crossed the shallows east of here and was headed in northeasterly direction for the most part. Her steps did not seem certain. If you hurry, you might still catch her. All right. You see no sign of Yotsuyo to the north. Perhaps she is somewhere further to the northeast. Alright. Where the hell is... Oh, there it is. Still no sign of Yotsuya. Perhaps she is yet further to the northeast. Alright. Yotsu is nowhere to be seen, but lying on the ground a short distance to the north, you spy a familiar looking wide-brimmed hat. That doesn't sound good. Let's fly over this so we don't aggro it. Cursor's glance is all that required to confirm your suspicions. It is the same hat Yotsuyu was wearing when you found her in Sakasuki. Oh boy, he's probably... Joffrey, before you ask, our search of Kusakari and its surroundings has yielded exactly naught. Save this chance reunion with you, I suppose. Mistress Alice has gone to assist her brother at the castrum. It was she who informed me of the situation. I joined Lord Hien here shortly thereafter. How did you fare at Yusuka Manor? Any sign of our missing guest? Torden Namai? By the Kami. If the villagers recognize her, it will not end well. We must hurry. Yukiri and I will check the paddles. The village square is yours.
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Oh boy.
Kami, save us! Her spirit has returned!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge!
It can't be. She couldn't have survived.
What did I... What did I do?
As if you don't know!
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate. But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsugu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
Lies! Lies! My lord, she would say anything to escape punishment!
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice! I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker!
What I saw then... It's all true. I'm sorry! I'm so sorry.
You're sorry? And what? We're supposed to forgive you!
Here, there's no need to cry. Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu, and treated as a citizen of Doma. I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands, and suffer her to live, for now.
Please, Issei.
All right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Alright, here we go. Oh, some more tenacity food. Oh, I'll grab that. Alright. Yeah, we still have 10 minutes. So let's continue this. Oh, that would have been better avoided. But at least it did not end in bloodshed. Judging by Tsuyu's reaction, she remains oblivious to the events of her former life. This was no escape attempt. Nay, it was an offhand request of Gosetsu's which brought her to Namai. He came in search of Persimmon. Ha! And they say fruit is good for the health. I do hope Gosetsu find taste to his liking. Well, we have certainly taken the long way around, but let us continue on to Castrum Flamins and our meeting with the ambassador. Alfnode and Alice should still be there, conducting their search. Alright, here we go. Whoa. Oh, summoner. Alright, it seems our imperial guests have already arrived. It's time to meet with the ambassador. Alright.
What a pleasure it is to see you once more, Lord Hien. Not to mention my dear sister.
A pleasure to see you too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the self-same spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
So I see. But all need not necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
Ah, Yatsuyu. You look well.
Of all the people.
Is something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet childhood memories?
Not really.
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient. You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hien. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family. Lest you doubt, I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of Dorma. Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister. You will come back to us ere long.
We continue with the exchange as planned, then.
Very good. The structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts. If you would bring...
Ah, too early.
Agreed. Until then, Ambassador.
I knew better than trust Asoi, but that was a dirty trick. Still unpleasant as it was, we have at least put the matter of Tsuyu further to Tsuyu's future to rest. I have sent her back to the Enclave with Yugiri to give Gosetsu his precious persimmon. Come, let us follow them. You have that look, Alpha, no? What is it? Oh, nothing of consequence. Most like we can discuss it upon our return. Alright, well, sorry to say, it's that time again. Time to end this episode. So, I do want to thank you all for watching, and yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, then why don't you hit the like button? And if you're new here, first of all, welcome, and if you enjoy my content, then please hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell. It helps me a lot, and it also helps other people finding my content on YouTube. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.